Hey, are you thinking that it's time that you started over and reinvented a new you? I'll bet you are. So let's dive into this video and get started. So what you're going to learn in this video is how rock bottom is your greatest gift of all. What you think you need and what you actually need are very different, and how to attract anything you want. Hey there, my name is Fiona Christie and I'm the founder of The Internalists, where we help women in midlife who want to reinvent their life after divorce or separation or breakup, and so they can move on with their life to discover enormous courage and self-belief, so they can attract everything that they want to attract into their life and discard the stuff that they don't want and have themselves not repeat the same old situation that they ended up in before. So what I discovered in my own journey is that it's after the big change that you discover what you really need to change and who you really are. So what did my reinvention roadmap need to include when I was reinventing my own life after divorce? It needed a method to identify my current alignment and a method to shift it, a way to gauge where my thoughts would lead me and how to change them, a simple method to figure out where I am on the roadmap at any one time, a consequence-based accountability system, an attitude of gratitude, and so much more. So what I really wanted and needed could never have existed, because what I thought I wanted and needed from him when I was married, I wasn't giving to myself. So in order to attract anything I want, and that includes the relationship, I've got to acknowledge that I didn't fully value or put myself first. I need to truly put myself first. I need to know that if I truly value me, then I'll begin to attract others that do as well. So what did it mean to value me? Well, I had dug deep to find my no-go list. So what I see a lot of women do, and I was one too, is that they have a no-go list on what their future man, career, house, etc. must or must not have, be or do. But honestly, if I were to attract the kind of guy who truly put the relationship and me first and valued me, and this goes the same for the career and the house and all that, right up there with himself, then instead I had to ask myself the following question. Am I worthy of the kind of guy or job or relationship that I believe I want? I'm going to say that again. Am I worthy of the kind of guy I believe I really want? In other words, am I doing and being the kind of gal that guy, house, job, salary, or whatever, would be attracted to? So that includes physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And you know what? I realized that I had some work to do. See, it's not what you want from the relationship or the experience. It's what you give that will have you align with what you want to receive. I'm going to say that bit again. It's not what you want from the relationship or experience. It's what you give that will have you align with what you want to receive, and that includes what you give to yourself. So I knew I also needed a roadmap. As well as a list, I needed a roadmap. If I was going to navigate my way back onto the relationship path, the abundant path, the love what I do path, because that was all part of it as well, then so that I could then I needed a roadmap so that I could navigate my way to find the kind of me the me that was okay no matter what. So I figured out by looking at the gap between where I was and where I wanted to be, and digging into research and knowledge, the map needed to include some of those things I said before, but it needed to include my alignment with what I wanted, a way to gauge where my thoughts would lead me if I carried down on the same path, a simple way to figure out where I was on the map at any given time, an accountability system, but not just any old accountability system. It had to be a consequence-based accountability system, because they're the only ones that work, right? And a gratitude system, and so much more. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. How do I know? Because I've gone through the darkest of tunnels and I'm out the other side to a brand new day. And I guess that's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to show you that there is a brand new day. But it hasn't always been rosy. I was in debt and desperate at one point, in a job I didn't love, but I knew I really needed the money. And in fact, I only took it because I needed the money. I was living in a house that had a rodent problem. Oh my goodness, thank God it was only temporary. So I went from in debt, desperate, feeling like I was drowning and not having what I wanted, to discovering what the bridge was that would have me move to the other side. So don't get me wrong, I know that there are no guarantees in this life, that I might evolve out of the relationship, the business, or the career. But I know without a doubt that I'd rather be happy for a time in my life than unhappy for a life in my time. So I'm going to repeat that because I stumbled on my words. Right. I'd rather be happy for a time in my life than unhappy for a life in my time. I'm going to say that once more. I'd rather be happy for a time in my life than unhappy for a life in my time. I tried the not doing the happiness thing, not going for a new relationship and thinking I'd dig my, hold my head under the covers, kind of hide. But actually, that doesn't really work, Life moves on no matter what you do. So I'd rather be happy for a time in my life. And I have accepted and know and trust that I'll be okay no matter what, because I have a roadmap. There are going to be times when I'll be sad, because life doesn't stay stagnant, right? It moves all the time. And we're going to experience some sad moments. But my job is to pull myself and others up, lift them up to a place where they can find happiness again and joy beyond their wildest dreams. So, here's to your new and brighter beginnings, my friend. Moving on after relationship, divorce, breakup, career, whatever it is. So, I invite you to come and hang out where all the coolest people live and find the best free strategies around on my website at theinternalist.com. Best-strategies, that's quite hard to say. And join the coolest group in town at the internalists/Facebook. I'm just kicking that off now, so if you go immediately into it, you might not see too many people in there yet. And listen to the conversation over at the podcast. Hey, thanks for listening, my friend, and I really wish you well on your reinvention journey, and I'd love to work with you, so reach out if you think we might be a fit. I really look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye for now.